From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. The World Central Kitchen has identified one of its 7 aid workers killed by an Israeli airstrike in Gaza as 33-year-old Canadian-American Jacob Flickinger. Canada and several allies, including the U.S., are demanding a full investigation into the Israeli military's attack on that convoy as it was leaving a massive new shipment of food behind at a warehouse in Deir al-Balah. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says it's absolutely unacceptable to attack aid workers. Israeli Defense Force Lieutenant General Herzai Halevi says the strike should not have happened.
The strike was not carried out with the intention of harming WCK aid workers. It was a mistake that followed a misidentification.
However, World Central Kitchen said it had coordinated with the Israeli military over the movement of its cars. 3 vehicles that were moving at large distances apart were hit in succession. The others killed were 3 British nationals, a Polish national, an Australian, and a Palestinian driver. The death toll from Taiwan's strongest earthquake in a quarter century has risen to 7, with hundreds of others injured. The epicenter of the magnitude 7.2 tremor today was in Hualien County. Damage was reported to buildings, highways around the island. There are reports 3 hikers died in rock slides in Turoko National Park. Opening arguments are scheduled today in the trial of 3 men charged for their role in the blockade of the Canada-U.S. border at Coutts, Alberta. The blockade to protest COVID-19 health restrictions paralyzed the province's main border crossing with Montana for over 2 weeks in early 2022. The 3 on trial are charged with mischief over $5,000. Jurors were picked yesterday in Lethbridge. The Crown is set to lay out its case first thing this morning. Former Conservative leader Erin O'Toole is set to testify this morning at a federal inquiry in Ottawa into foreign interference, alongside 3 politicians who claim China has targeted them.
Last spring, O'Toole revealed that Canada's spy agency had informed him that he was a target of Chinese interference during the 2019 election. The goal of that interference was to spread false narratives online about his policies and discredit him. Now, the Conservatives say they were never informed by security officials about the concerns, something O'Toole blames for the loss of 8 or 9 seats. However, a government rapporteur found little evidence of any link between the interference and the election results. Rob Westgate, The Canadian Press.
Home sales in the Greater Toronto Area were down 4.5% in March compared to last year. The Toronto Regional Real Estate Board says 6,560 homes changed hands last month. The average selling price was up 1.3%, though, year over year to just over $1.12 million. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Jonathan Marchessault had a goal and 2 assists as the Vegas Golden Knights topped the Vancouver Canucks 6-3. The Calgary Flames lost their 6th in 7. Alex Killorn scoring twice as Anaheim beat Calgary 5-3. Vinny Lettieri scored the winner late in the 3rd period as Minnesota beat Ottawa 3-2, and captain Nick Suzuki scored twice as the Montreal Canadiens beat the Florida Panthers 5-3. The mustache strikes again. Davis Schneider's 2-run homer off closer Josh Hader with 2 outs in the 9th inning lifted the Toronto Blue Jays to a 2-1 win over the Houston Astros. Bryce Harper homered for his first 3 hits of the season, including a grand slam as the Philadelphia Phillies beat Cincinnati 9-4. In basketball, the Toronto Raptors suffered their 14th loss in a row. The LA Lakers rolling past the Raptors 128-111. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.